So give me a hypers if you guys have heard about YouTube's new terms of service changes. Because they've been making the rounds on Twitter lately, and they're pretty worrying. I'm not gonna lie. So a few things have been going on. YouTube on the 10th, which was yesterday, did a big update. Big update. They changed their TOS. They changed some of their policy when it comes to banning and terminating accounts. It's pretty crazy. Some big changes that were made. Now, the first thing that got out a couple days ago was YouTube's new policy for spam. And this was really bad. Markiplier made a video on it, and it got a few million views. And it was like massive news. It was like #4 on trending. What happened was Markiplier was doing a live stream on YouTube. And the way he was doing it was so that, like, he would ask his chat to spam an emote with, like, a green paddle or a red paddle, depending on what they want him to do. And his chat was spamming that, you know, as you do when he asked them to. And then all of a sudden, accounts started getting banned. Wasn't by Markiplier, wasn't by his mods, wasn't by, like, it was YouTube. Now, not only did their accounts get banned, their YouTube accounts get banned, their entire Google account was banned. This means that their Gmail account, gone. Everything that they made, like if they made an account on Twitch or Twitter or any other website with their Gmail, gone. That may be the Gmail that they sign up for their PayPal with. Like, tons of shit. Like, this is, like, a lot of people's livelihoods are based on their Google account, and specifically their email. Gone. Gone because they spammed emotes in a Markiplier stream. They just yeeted their entire Google account. However, what happened was Markiplier made a video. Video got millions of views, blew up. And despite the fact that YouTube's review team was denying basically every single repeal that was sent in to get people's accounts back, they admitted they made a mistake and they're reverting it. For the most part, it seems like everybody's gotten their accounts back. However, because of this, I ask that if you're in YouTube chat, please come to the website. I'm going to post the website link right now. But listen, I'm not saying this just because I want people to be on my website chat. I'm saying this because, like, you could legit, if just for spamming emotes or talking too much, you could have your entire Google account fucking suspended. So come to the website and chat here. You can spam emotes as much as you like. You won't get banned, and you won't lose your fucking Google account. However, along with this, there's been some other changes that were made. The biggest one is in YouTube's TOS. And they say, in the TOS, I think it was word for word, we may now terminate your channel with our own discretion, which means if they decide they want to, if we deem that it is no longer economically viable. Now, a lot of people took this as, oh, so if you don't make enough money for YouTube, you're going to get terminated. YouTube can just terminate you. Like, oh, this channel only makes like $100 a month in ad revenue, they're gone. Or that if you use ad block or something and you're not, and YouTube knows it, that they can ban you for using ad block because you're not making the money. It's not true. I do not believe that's how that's supposed to be interpreted. What I believe they were trying to say is still really bad, especially for BreadTube. These changes are really bad for BreadTube, and I'll get to that in a second. What I believe they were trying to say is that YouTube can now look at somebody, a channel, and if they decide that this person is controversial and that they may potentially lead to like another adpocalypse, they could just ban that person, terminate their YouTube account with their own discretion. If they decide to, the only reason they have to give you is that your account or that your channel is not economically viable anymore. That's the only reason they have to give. Now, this will likely affect BreadTube very negatively. Very negatively. When I first read this, actually, I thought it was a good thing. I thought that this meant people like Nick Fuentes and whatnot, and ER is a good example, and Crowder, would get banned off of YouTube because they typically don't explicitly break YouTube TOS, but they dog whistle really fucked up shit, and they still spread, you know, some of them spread anti-Semitism, racism, all that shit, white nationalist, fascist ideas, things like that. But they dog whistle it. They never explicitly express views that would be TOS on YouTube. Now it seems like those people will probably get banned from YouTube if YouTube decides they are no longer economically beneficial to have on their platform, because, hey, having Nazis on your platform, not a good thing, you know, could cause some controversy. So they may get banned. On top of that, I then realized, wait a second, why would this stop at the Nazis? Why would I think this would stop at the Nazis? Leftism, BreadTube, is also controversial political content. It's not being a Nazi, but it's still pretty fucking controversial. And that's when I realized, you know, BreadTube's in trouble because of this new TOS change. I've been fucked over quite a bit by YouTube. Even the Nazis online have admitted that I specifically have gotten, like, a lot of shit from YouTube. So I have been banned from streaming on YouTube several times for playing copyrighted music, even though that's not supposed to be a thing. Like, you're not supposed to get banned for that. You're just supposed to get copyright claim. But for some reason, I got a full-on copyright strike for it. I was able to refute it, thankfully. But this has happened twice to me since I started doing politics on YouTube. Then on top of that, a week ago, I got an email telling me that my content is not transformative enough. Yeah. They took away my monetization. I'm no longer monetized on YouTube. They took away my partner. I'm no longer a YouTube partner. They just took away my fucking monetization. And the only reason they gave was I'm not transformative enough. Now, that's not true. My content is transformative enough. It is protected by what is it? What the fuck was it? Fair use. It is protected by fair use, all of it. I think that the reason why they did this was probably because they don't like what I have to say, because it's a bit controversial and it could be bad for their brand. Which means I wouldn't be surprised if within the next couple weeks, couple months, with YouTube's new TOS changes, if I get terminated off of YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if within the next few weeks or months, Vosh ends up losing his monetization on YouTube completely, because he does similar content to me. They may take away his monetization. If I get terminated, they may terminate him too. And from my experiences with YouTube, there will be no recourse. There will be no way for me to get my channel back. There will be no way for any BreadTubers to get their channels back if this happens. And it's not like a conspiracy theory. It's completely within the question. YouTube just said, if they decide you are enough of a liability, you're gone. And they don't need to give any reason. And they don't have to. Legally, they don't have to. I'm not saying they should have to. But it'd be pretty bad. It'd be pretty fucking bad. This could be really bad for BreadTube. It's not commercially viable, is what they claimed, yeah. That's very vague. It's very fucking vague. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think that no matter where you are politically, if you're a YouTuber and you do political content, you should be scared of this. Whether you're Nick Fuentes or ER and you're a Nazi, or you're Mir Vosh and you're a leftist. This is not a product of political bias. This isn't YouTube's liberal bias trying to take out the Nazis and the leftists. This isn't what this is. This is capitalism. This is what happens when a massive corporation owns a video sharing platform like YouTube. They will ban anything that gets in the way of them making more money. That is their goal. That's what's going to happen. This is late stage capitalism. I hate to tell you, but this is it. It's gonna hit us hard. It's gonna hit BreadTube pretty hard. It's gonna hit all political channels hard. And so that's the reason why I'm making this video, because if your political channel and you're like a BreadTuber and you're out there watching this, don't think that don't think your channel's safe. YouTube at any time can decide to snap you off the face of the earth, and you will have no recourse. So if you're a BreadTuber and you're watching this, I recommend figuring out an alternative. Make like a DLive account or a Twitch account. If like in the case of Vosh is banned on Twitch, which means if he got his YouTube account deleted, he would have to either make a new account on YouTube if he wants to risk that, or move to like DLive or something. He has his website, which is good, so he'll always have money. He'll always have the ability to make money as long as he has viewers. But yeah, this is pretty scary as a political commentator on YouTube. This new TOS change is pretty fucking scary.